I've talked about this, and I do kind of believe this, that we are on this odd race to marry humans with technology. That for whatever reason, we need air to breathe, we need water to drink, right? We have needs that we have to have.
Yeah.
We need food. We have to fuel ourselves. But there's this, we don't need technology, but there is this innate desire in us, similar to our need for other things, or our ability to want and grab other things that we have with technology that we don't have with really anything else.
Well, I think that's just born out of wanting to be successful and earn money. I mean, the only reason new things come out is because people make money off of them.
No, I would disagree with that hardcore. I think that things come out because people want them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, people buy them because they want them.
Right.
But people create them to make money.
I think it's both. I think it's...
If I invented something, I'm not...
No, I disagree.
People don't invent things. Oh, mankind needs it. For the most part, mankind needs this, I think they're doing it because they come out with the next version that has one new thing in it, and it's because it's going to make $1 billion more dollars.
I see what you're saying, but I disagree, because I don't think people invented the cell phone to make money. I don't think people invent things to make money. I think people invent things to make their lives easier, better.
That's true. That's part
simple. Of it. To Tim's point,
I think there's both. I feel like the big leaps are what you said. People invent things because it's humanity needs it,
right,
or it's the next step in our technological evolution, like the cell phone. The first cell phone was created because it was a huge step, but then every cell phone since has been just
right.
I added an extra lens to the camera, a big friggin' deal.
But
I think society needed that. I think just people wanted to hold it back and then add it when they needed to make more money.
But let's stick with the big leaps, right? Because the cell phone, the car, the train,
TV,
for Christ's
everything.
sake, TV, every huge invention that we've come up with, it is, again, we've integrated, like we said, easier, better, simple, whatever it is. That's my point, though. We are in this race of I just feel like the end game is this like weird thing where there's nothing else really like that around that exists.
Well, it's not out of nowhere. It's a gradual thing. I mean, it started when people discovered, certain metals interact with each other certain ways. Boom, they got radio waves and stuff like that. Once they discover something new, the computer chip, that just launched a billion other, a billion things.
Yeah.
And then just people didn't stop. And just, 200 years ago, nobody knew about computer chips. And it was like, just life went on, and, maybe they invented a new walking stick. But other than that.
But to go back to Rogan and Elon Musk, in that podcast episode, Elon said that he's coming up with like the wiring to help
Neurolink.
Yeah, to help. Thank you, Neuralink. That it's going to help people that are paraplegic. That they're going to try and figure out a way to actually get them to walk,
which is great. That would be a huge leap.
Right.
I don't think that's I'm saying they both exist. There's the huge leaps, which mankind it launches us forward in.
Right, but let me fold what I'm saying into my point here, which is that if we are in a simulation, if we are in a matrix, something like that, there's validity to that because of our desire to meld with technology. Is the point I'm trying to make.
Almost like we can't stop. Like we just keep going and going and going, and it's always
we're on this train that's out of control. Like again, and here's to my point. Neuralink to help paraplegics walk is wonderful. Like you can't get a more wonderful invention than that. But once we get that, where are we, then we're not. You're 2 minutes away from super soldiers and God knows whatever else crazy shit that they're going to use that, or somebody else is going to piggyback off of his invention and want to use it for. That is going to melt society.